Good morning, guys, or good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is where you are. I hope you are having a fantastic day, fantastic morning, fantastic whatever. So, today I wanted to kind of go for it and talk about parallel realities, which is pretty intense subject, and it's really awesome. It's one of my favorite things to talk about because in understanding the idea of parallel realities and kind of understanding the energy behind it, it's helped me manifest so many different things and helped me manifest and create deliberately really just change things, really awesome epic things. So I wanted to get into this. If it resonates with you, that's awesome, that's fantastic, and I'm super excited about it. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's totally fine. My rule of thumb in life with everything when it comes to whatever is if it resonates with you, go for it, like dive into it, and if it doesn't, don't worry about it. It's totally fine. So here's the idea behind parallel realities. There are an infinite number of realities being played out simultaneously all the time. So there are realities where you are an actress or an actor. There are realities where you are married. There are realities where you are poor and living on the street. There are realities where you are like a five-eyed alien on a purple planet. Like, there are so many different things that are being played out all at the same time. And it's the vibration that you resonate at, the vibration that you are emitting, that's going to line you up with a certain reality, because everything is vibration, everything is energy. And the reality that we're in now is just reflecting back to us what we are emitting, what we resonate at in a vibrational way. So because everything is happening all at once, because all of these realities are possible, probable, whatever, it needs to be understood that the idea of time, linear time as we know it, doesn't quite exist. And this is where stuff gets kind of weird, because it's like, what do you mean time doesn't exist? So a really good analogy is a film strip analogy. So when you go to the movies and you watch a movie, there's a projector that's projecting this film onto the screen, and it goes frame by frame by frame by frame by frame. So if you were to take that film strip out and look at it, you would see that this frame is itself, and then the next frame, and it's just being played in a very fluid, fast motion that's giving you the illusion of that connection and that illusion of that time. But in each frame, whatever you are experiencing, whatever that frame is its own reality, is its own thing. And if you were to separate them, like if you were to take something from the beginning of the movie, like one frame from the beginning of the movie and another frame from like the end of the movie, and you were to just look at them side by side, they would have nothing. You wouldn't be able to see the connection. So it's that idea of that like fluid motion and that idea of time that makes us think that each reality is connected. So the realities that we are shifting through billions of realities a second is basically what happens is we shift billions of realities every second. There's a reality where I'm like this, there's a reality where I'm like this, there's a reality where my hand's up here and down there, and they always stay the same. Like that one like blip of a reality doesn't change. It's just that we are shifting to try and like move through it, and that's what's giving us that illusion of time. I hope I'm explaining this like in a way that you guys can understand it. But the idea is that we are shifting all the time. We are shifting through billions of realities every second, and again, it's the vibration that you are emitting, the what you are claiming that you are going to experience, right? So again, view reality as one still image after another, after another, after another, after another. And just because you are in one reality does not mean that other realities don't exist. Like when you listen to the radio, you can be listening to a specific station because that's what you are like lined up with, that's what you are choosing. But that doesn't mean that there are not other stations happening and other songs playing and other things occurring on other frequencies. So that's a very good thing to connect with when it comes to trying to get into this whole parallel reality thing and move into different realities, is that everything that you have is a vibrational certainty, which is like my favorite thing to remember, is that it's a vibrational certainty because anything is possible, and as the universe expands, our ideas expand, and we help the universe expand by coming up with new ideas, because every time you come up with an idea or a desire, the universe is making it happen. So it is happening once you think of it. And something that is kind of fun to do is when you get a desire, when you get a thought of something you want, you can see it as your reality of you experiencing that, remembering. You're like calling on memories from like your future self or yourself in another reality that is experiencing this. So that is why everything is a vibrational certainty, because you have thought it. So it makes it real. It makes it what it is. You may not be experiencing it because you are not on the vibrational frequency of it. So when you change your vibration, you are going to change your reality. And this is why, like, when you focus on that negative stuff or positive stuff, you will see more of that happening, because that's just the energy that you are resonating at. So this is why embodying and accepting like what is so important, and acting as if is very, very important when you are trying to shift your reality, when you are trying to manifest and call in different things. Because when you get down to it, all we can ever experience is this moment, this reality, this frame that we are in right now, right? So when we look at the past and we assume something is going to go a certain way because of the way that it has gone in the past, we are reacting and reacting. Like, because you are reacting to something in a way that you are like, oh no, I know that this is the way that this goes because this is the way that it has always gone. So you reenact how you have acted in the past. You are like going back to that vibrational frequency, which is why you will see a lot of stuff, play out a few times. And that's why it's important for us to get to our limiting beliefs and get to the core of what we believe about ourselves and what we believe about our reality, because if we don't, we do have a tendency to react and reenact what we have known, which is why we will manifest a lot of the same like certain people into our lives. They may not be the same physical person, but the same like idea of the person and the same way that they act. And when you kind of move into experiencing now and being excited about where you are right now and embodying what you would like to feel and get into that feeling state of this reality is perfect and I have everything that I want, and how would I feel if this reality was perfect, and I'm just going to shift into that, you are moving into a higher vibrational reality from maybe one that was here or maybe one that was lower. And this is why when Abraham talks about moving going general because you can't get here from here, it's so hard to go from a very, very negative reality to a very, very, very positive one, because you like shock yourself kind of, and then you don't believe it, and then you don't think that it's like possible to go from really, really bad to really, really good, which is why it's important to go from, where you feel now, maybe appreciating what you have in that moment and the reality that you're at, and then it starts to get a little bit better, because like we know, just 17 seconds of focusing on something, so 17 seconds of focusing on what you're grateful for or what you're happy about or what you appreciate is going to move you into a different reality with more things to appreciate, and then it's going to do it again and again and again. So we're constantly shifting all the time into different realities, into different planes, and it's just the vibration that you are emitting that is going to determine where you're at and what you're experiencing and what you're attracting. So if you want to shift, if you want to really call in a shift and, move through something really, really awesome, then act as if you are there and really commit to that vibration. And there may be things that happen in your reality, or you may experience something that tries to knock you off, but you don't have to give it that power. That outside stuff is just stuff that you may have, accidentally been putting into place because you've been reenacting for so long and reacting to certain things in a certain way for so long. So it might be your subconscious's way of being oh no, that's just the way it works, that's just the way it is. But if you commit to saying, this is how I want to feel, and I'm not going to let this outside circumstance that really doesn't have any control over me, because I'm the only one who has control over me and my vibration and what I'm giving out and what I'm emitting, that's when stuff's going to shift, and you're going to see it shift big time. I shifted from being, angry and pessimistic and not having a good life to deciding that I was going to have a good life. I had to take ownership of my own crap and just kind of move into it, and it works. And hopefully this resonates with you guys. Hopefully you guys are understanding what I'm trying to explain here, because this idea of parallel realities and this idea of what you focus on will, bring about different things is really important when it comes to manifesting, really important when it comes to creating, your epic, awesome life. And that's what we're all trying to do. So that is why I wanted to touch upon parallel realities today. And I do understand that it's something that is way more broad, kind of an odd topic to talk about, maybe difficult to understand, but once you really get down to it, and once you really understand that everything is a vibrational certainty, and once you have a desire, it is, and all you have to do is match that feeling, all you have to do is match that frequency for long enough, and bam, there it is. So my advice to anyone who is trying to shift things is to be in this present moment now and appreciate what is now. And if you do this with the thinking, as you're appreciating things and as you're accepting what is in your reality right now, with the thinking that everything is perfect and everything is working out, and you just really have to build yourself up to everything is working out really well. Everything does feel really good. Things are falling into place for me. Holy smokes. And then you just kind of let it blow up and let it fly. You're going to move into really high vibrational parallel realities, which is going to be really awesome, because then you're going to have stuff move in. I have not seen Westworld, but I've heard it's really good. One of my friends tells me I need to see it all the time. Someone has commented, I think that's what they tried to say in Westworld, genius. So maybe I should check it out if that's what they talk about in that show. So I will definitely check that out. Anyway, I hope this has helped you guys. I hope this has inspired you guys. I hope it has given you any clarity that you need. And again, one of my favorite things to talk about. So if you guys have any questions on this, definitely let me know. Comment if you have any ideas for other videos or other topics that you want me to cover in these videos. Let me know, because I love to help you guys in any way that I can. And yeah, parallel realities, quantum physics, all of this stuff, if you can Google it, if you can really dive into this, then I definitely suggest you do, because once I started really understanding it, really moving into it, stuff just got so awesome. It's just fun. You take ownership of your reality and of what you are doing and what you are creating, and that's how you deliberately create. You just take ownership and you run with it, and you embody what you want, and bam, there it is. Anyway, that is what I have for you guys on parallel realities, and I hope you are all having a fantastic day. I hope you're all creating amazing things. Make sure you are talking about what you're creating, talking about what you're manifesting, either with me or anyone, because sharing these ideas will help amplify them, and sharing how good you feel will help amplify it and help you shift into a higher vibrational reality, which we are all obviously trying to do. All right, guys, I'm gonna get to work, but I love you guys, and I hope you all have a fantastic, epic day. Love and light.